You will never need to find motivation ever again after watching this video. If you were to want to go and do something, what would you say? You'd probably say something along the lines of, I want to go to the gym, I want to go read, I want to do X, I want to do Y. Some sort of I want statement, right? But the problem with saying I want to do something is that there's no urgency behind that statement and there's no desire to actually go and do that thing. So you're just gonna procrastinate over and over and over until the end of time. So let me just tell you a story really quickly about me when I was back in summer of 2021. And this was when I decided to go to the gym for the very first time. Now I had some really good motivation going into it because I saw some gym edits. I saw Arnold for the very first time, Ronnie Coleman, all those big guys. And I saw some guys in the school I was going to the gym, and that gave me some inspiration. In the first few months, I started off really good and I made some really serious gains. But after the first few months, my gains started slowing down and I lost a lot of the initial motivation I had. But all that changed when I found my reason for why I had to go and start hitting the gym more consistently. What I thought of at that time was what other people would think of my mom if they saw my mom with a kid that was fat, chubby, and didn't take care of themselves. So I didn't want my mom to be seen in a bad light because I was not willing to put in the work. So that was the reason why I decided to keep on hitting the gym and why I needed to get in shape. I wanted my mom to have a kid that they were proud of, and I wanted people to be proud of my mom for raising such a kid. So the reason I tell you that story is because you have to find a reason for yourself why you have to do this. It's not just a want, it's a must, it's a need. And the idea where I got this video from was actually a part in Dragon Ball during the Cell Saga, where Goku and Gohan were training in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, and Goku tells Gohan, power comes in response to a need, not a desire, and you have to create that need. I think I'll add in the clip at the very end of this video. If you want to go check it out, I'll add in like a timestamp, whatever. But the reason why I mention this is because you have to do the very same for yourself. You must create that need for yourself. And that reason, that need, has to be a very strong one, where there's no doubt in your mind that you have to do this thing, and there's no reason in your mind why you shouldn't be doing this. So just let me give a few examples of why I do some of the things that I do. Let's just say, for example, going to the gym. Now, my reason for going to the gym now has changed a little bit, but the general idea still has stayed the same. The reason why I go to the gym is because I want to be able to physically protect my mother, my family, everyone that I hold dear, or at least physically, right? I want to be at least intimidating enough to scare some people off and not make such an easy target for ourselves. And I also want my future kids to look up to me as a dad that they see as a good role model, and getting a good physique is one of those ways. Because, you know, kids staying fit is always a good thing. I feel like I sound so old for saying that, but I'm just thinking of the future, right? I want my kids to have a dad that they can look up to. Another thing is with YouTube. The reason why I do YouTube is because this is the way I foresee I support my entire family. And it's not just maybe my future wife, my future kids. No, I want to support my entire family. That being my mom, my sister, my dad, my grandma and grandma on my dad's side, my grandma and grandma on my mom's side, everybody. I don't want to see them suffer for any longer than I already have, because I've seen them work extremely hard day in, day out to support me and my sister and to give us the best chances that we have for success. And I think it's only fair that I return that, right? So just as a quick guideline for how you should create your reason is, firstly, your reason should be for people that you find extremely important and extremely valuable to you. They could be family members, extremely important friends, a significant other, whoever it may be. Do it for them. Because if you care about them enough, you will want to do something for them. If you work for them, you will want to do that thing. And secondly, I want you to envision a future where you would rather die than live in. So just imagine it, right? Maybe your whole family is homeless and they're extremely poor. I'm just saying this like, you know, imagine a terrible future for you where you would not want to live in, and find what things would actually push you away from that future, and use that future as a reason to why you need to do the thing. Because fear can be a very great motivator to why you have to do something. And if you can use it in your advantage, in this case, fearing that outcome in the future, you can push yourself to do a lot more things that you typically wouldn't have. And just a final note, it's okay if you can't find your reason very easily, because this reason has to be extremely powerful and extremely strong. So I don't expect you to find this like this, right? It's not an easy thing to find. In Gohan's case, he had his whole universe at stake because Cell was going to destroy it and kill everybody he loved and cared for. You're not going to be in the same situation as him, so you're not going to be finding a similar reason. But it depends on how you feel and the way you perceive these things. If you care about the people and your future, I think that's good enough of a reason to why you should do the thing. It might not be as strong, but it is going to be a reason regardless that will push you to be more likely to do the things that you know you should be doing. But yeah, besides that, that's going to be about it for this video. Oh yeah, I forgot to play the clip. I think I'll play it now in the outro. I think that's a proper place. So yeah, here you go.
The power comes in response to a need, not a desire. You have to create that need.
But continuing on with my outro, I do appreciate everybody who watches to the end of my videos. And if you like this sort of content and you haven't subscribed yet, I do highly suggest subscribing. So stay consistent, stay disciplined, and keep on doing the things that need to be done. And find your reason to why you need to do these things. It shouldn't just be a want, it needs to be a need. Alright? So, yeah, just give me a kiss. Mwah.